Hi, my name is Zach, and I work with Helio GreenTech. And what I'm going to show you today is how awesome the ground mount systems are that we use, and kind of point out some differences from some of our systems and how these can work and what they look like. So this is a ground mount. It's got 32 panels on it, and probably bigger than a lot of people would need. So you can kind of see the benefits of the panels that we use, the inverters, and the ground mounted system. So the way that we have our system designed, it really is something that allows some versatility so that you can use it for additional storage. So I'm standing underneath it. It's taller than I can reach, about 7 feet in the air there. And it's got the reason we went up higher on this one right here is really to provide some additional utility so that we can use it for storage. We're using a black on black VSUN panel. And what's great about this right here is not only does it look great, but it's a bifacial panel. So with these additional white rocks right here, and as the sun might reflect or radiate back, it actually helps produce some additional power from this side right here. It's a 440 watt panel paired with an IQ8M microinverter by Enphase. And so one of the benefits of what Enphase can do is help optimize your solar system so that every panel is able to have its own microinverter, and that inverter is able to produce the best amount of power for that panel and communicate that over to the system. We see the benefit of using Enphase for a ground mount. One of the benefits is if, for example, this inverter was to go out and break, or the panel was to have an issue, it wouldn't stop the rest of the solar system from being able to produce power. It would all be able to communicate that power, and it would isolate this one right here if it was broken. And it's also got a 25-year warranty, and all of the equipment has at least a 25-year warranty with the exception of the panels. This has a 30-year warranty. So this is what the ground mount system looks like using a PLP PowerSpike that allows for a quicker install. So it might be a little bit more expensive than some of the other ground mounts that you might see that kind of look like what we call like an erector set, where it is out of the same stuff that you might see on a stop sign. And because it's not as heavy duty, we have to use more connection points, more posts, more support beams, and more poles. And what that does is that limits the utility that you have for parking equipment or using it way right there. And we think this looks better. So what you spend extra on materials, you save in labor, because a lot of times those systems are less expensive, but they take longer to install. This is how big your system might be. So, and if you have any questions as to how big this is or how much your system size would need to be, please reach out. We have a very consumer-friendly, no pressure, no obligation approach to educating customers or potential customers as to what kind of system that they would need and whether it would fit in their backyard and what kind of power you would need to be able to produce in order to run your home. This particular system, like most of our systems, does not have a battery system. However, it's completely compatible to add a battery to it. So if you wanted to have a battery installed, you could definitely do that. And that doesn't need to be something you do all at once. It could be something that gets added on later. So hopefully this video helps you. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.